Jurassic Park started with a simple, terrifying question. What if we could bring dinosaurs back to life? But over 7 films and nearly 3 decades, that question has evolved, twisted, and sometimes been lost in the noise of blockbuster spectacle. In this video, we're diving deep into the Jurassic Park saga, from its awe-inspiring beginnings to its grueling decline, and ultimately, its march toward extinction. Strap in, because this isn't just a story about dinosaurs. It's about humanity's complicated dance with nature, control, and the price we pay when we only care about profit. Steven Spielberg's original Jurassic Park is many things: a visual effects milestone, a box office juggernaut, and a pop culture touchstone. But at its heart, it's a cautionary tale, a modern Frankenstein story, with dinosaurs. The film grapples with man's attempt to play God through science. Genetic resurrection, unchecked ambition, and corporate exploitation all converge in John Hammond's Park. And while his intentions are childlike wonder, the consequences are horrifying. Ian Malcolm's chaos theory offers the film's philosophical core, that nature can't be controlled, and that life, infamously, always finds a way. Nature in Jurassic Park isn't just beautiful, it's dangerous, and the film's enduring power lies in that truth. The Lost World continues the story, but shifts the frame. This time, the dinosaurs aren't being resurrected. They're being exploited. InGen's mercenaries land on a second island not to observe but to hunt and capture. The hunters have become the villains and the dinosaurs the victims. The moral compass tilts. Now our sympathy lies with the creatures, and our suspicion turns toward human interference. It's a familiar story. Like King Kong, it's not just about the beast, it's about what happens when nature is taken from its world and put on display. In both tales, the monster isn't the animal, it's the ambition. So when the T-Rex escapes into San Diego, it's not just chaos, it's poetic justice. A predator turned captive, now unleashed in the heart of civilization. The destruction isn't random, it's earned. Even John Hammond changes. The same man who once sold the dream of Jurassic Park now delivers a quiet plea. Let nature take its course. But of course, if we listened, we wouldn't have 5 more movies. Enter Jurassic Park 3, the black sheep of the original trilogy. No grand moral lessons, no extended metaphors, just dinosaurs, people, and survival. The film ditches the philosophical themes for a tighter, more practical story, a rescue mission gone wrong. Dr. Alan Grant is reluctantly pulled back to Hammond's Island, not for science, not for ethics, but because someone lied to him. The result is a brisk, action-focused survival thriller. The dinosaurs aren't metaphors here, they're threats. And the Spinosaurus, while not thematically rich, serves as a more primal antagonist than the franchise's usual stars. Ironically, Jurassic Park 3 is somewhat faithful to Michael Crichton's original novel, pulling set pieces like the river escape and the aviary attack directly from the book, which the 1993 film left out. It's not deep, but it's lean, confident, and knows exactly what kind of movie it wants to be. Fast forward to 2015. The park is open at long last, and we, the audience, are the visitors. Jurassic World reboots the franchise by leaning fully into meta-commentary. Dinosaurs aren't just back, they're boring. The public has grown desensitized, demanding bigger, scarier attractions. Enter the Indominus Rex. She's a Frankenstein's monster of corporate meddling, a genetic cocktail of apex predators designed for maximum thrills and profits. The film critiques modern blockbuster culture while also participating in it. It's a movie about how spectacle erodes wonder, made with more spectacle. There's still a cautionary message here, but it's buried under product placement, raptor squads, and dinosaur theme park antics. Still fun, but louder and less thoughtful. Fallen Kingdom opens with a dying island and ends with dinosaurs loose in the world. It's the franchise's most melodramatic and weirdly intimate entry. The central question becomes, do these creatures deserve saving? We see dinosaurs as victims, again, displaced and endangered by man, again, but also as dangerous, unpredictable, and easily commodified. They're auctioned off like war machines, experimented on and cloned, not just for amusement, but for war. The introduction of Maisie, a granddaughter that turns out to be a human clone, adds another ethical wrinkle. If we created her, is she any less real? Less human? The themes are ambitious, but the execution? Messy. Fallen Kingdom is part rescue movie, part haunted house, part science fiction ethical debate. It doesn't always work, but at least it's reaching for something. Jurassic World Dominion was marketed as a grand finale, with our classic characters crossing over in an Avengers-like team-up scenario, the closing chapter of an epic saga. Dinosaurs now roam the world freely. The consequences of human interference are supposedly everywhere. And yet, the movie isn't really about dinosaurs. It's about giant locusts engineered by a biotech company, a commentary on corporations' plans to enact globalism. The dinosaurs become background noise, a reminder of how far the franchise has drifted from its core. Even the return of the original cast can't quite ground the story. What began as a meditation on nature and control has become a tangled web of nostalgia, corporate espionage, and over-the-top action set pieces. Dominion just feels hollow, like we're waiting for the next set piece to begin. But nothing really carries any emotional weight, and in a franchise built on the illusion of control, it's almost poetic that the story itself has lost control. The latest film, Jurassic World Rebirth, feels less like a fresh story and more like a rehash of The Lost World. Instead of exploring new ideas, it leans heavily on familiar beats. Mercenaries travel to yet another dangerous island. The dinosaurs are once again exploited, this time to harvest DNA for a mysterious drug. But the plot is shamelessly shallow and only serves to set up one CGI action sequence after another. The characters, including Scarlett Johansson's Zora Bennett, feel underdeveloped, and the story rarely pauses to build real suspense or meaning. Ultimately, Rebirth plays it safe, recycling old themes without adding depth. It's designed to justify the spectacle, not to advance the franchise's core questions about nature, control, or responsibility. Across 7 films, the Jurassic series began with a simple idea: what if we brought dinosaurs back? But underneath that question were bigger ones. What is our responsibility to what we create? What happens when wonder becomes a commodity? Can life be contained, or does it always break free? The first film treated those questions seriously. Over time, the answers got sloppy and more commercial. And maybe that's the franchise's final irony. Jurassic Park warned us about the dangers of reckless ambition and how easily awe can be turned into profit. How warnings become theme park rides. How stories about control lose control of their own narrative. The dinosaurs will always be cool, but the reason Jurassic Park endures is because it never forgot to warn us about the choices we make. Spectacle is fun, franchises rise. But chaos? Chaos always finds a way. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. It really helps. And if you want more, hit subscribe so you won't miss the next one. Stay curious, stay critical.